As I walk through the streets of the ghetto, still filled and flooded with pains and tears. Nights filled with voices and screams we hear. Hungry stomachs and dreams unfulfilled upon a blind vision. Relying on the government seems like the problem never disappears. Land eviction on the rise. I live like a foreigner in my own land. The only identity I have as an Namibian is my ID. Hoping for the greater God to come, but the prophets have shaped the gospel. Jesus have walked on earth and gave freedom to mankind for free. And these prophets want me to buy anointing water for my redemption. I'm the voice of the streets. I'm the voice of that hungry child. I'm the voice of that raped woman. I'm the voice of the homeless. I'm the voice of the Namibian society. Cry Namibia, cry motherland. Just 7.
As my boy Cyclone representing Rundu with that one titled Njara. And of course, that's how I say good morning to all of you today, 17 minutes past 8.
What's his name?
Cyclone.
Cyclone.
Yes.
From Rundu.
From Rundu. He's based in Windhoek, but he's originally from Rundu, yeah.
So, wow. So,
it's not just Get Lich that comes from that side.
Wow.
There are other artists.
No. You said it. I didn't say it.
Yes.
I just wanted to say that, so there are, Rundu do have
Hey, Rundu het ook voor Swart Bastard.
a Swart Bastard van Rundu.
Isn't he from that side?
No, Swart Bastard is from Reboth.
Nee. Daar komen zwart mensen van Rehoboth af.
Ai.
Nah, I'm just playing
Jay's
with you.
dumb, Jay.
Hold on, guys, hold on. Neville, we are supposed to be singing.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Maria. Happy birthday to you.
Danke. Okay, let me. What do I do? The bowl.
How young are you today?
35, baby.
35.
35.
Never look that young though.
But you know, I'm feeling a young 20.
Oh, by the way, we do not own the copyrights to the birthday song.
Yeah.
So just the disclaimer.
Just a disclaimer.
We don't want people
Could have
coming
done
here
the
to come
Stevie
ask for
Wonder
money.
version.
Happy
Birthday to you.
Only Shines can hit that voice. Barely.
Yeah, no, Shines, you can do that. Can you do the Stevie Wonder version of it? Huh?
Don't we have a birthday song in our languages, Anna? What did we used to sing to each other on birthdays?
Happy birthday
I
to
can't.
you.
Lost of the errors.
Moshierero.
Oh.
Huh? But Maria, happy birthday from all of us.
Thank you.
And you must enjoy your day and stay blessed.
Thank you.
And yeah, all the health and some fish rot wealth for you going forward. I hope you
I
get
receive.
Woo! I can already imagine who will be giving the first happy birthday messages.
Yeah, I can see some of them are already coming through here.
Scandalous, Nana.
Thank you.
Let's see. Right now, since Neville decided to drop fish rod in there, maybe that's where we should start the conversation this morning. Jouw beste vriend Ricardo Gustavo was in die court gister.
Ja, hulle moet toch mee bra los, man.
Sy
Toch,
bail hearing.
man. Los julle toch mee bra, asseblief. I'm asking you. Nee.
How did it go though?
No, I don't know.
I was not asking you. I know you don't know. Marianne.
Yeah, Maria's story.
Is my
Lori.
mic or is it? I can't hear myself. Okay, there we go. I like that.
Maria's story, Lori.
I'm a journalist.
Yeah.
Okay, just put it a bit closer.
Story Lori. Journalist is just a nice word for story Lori.
Okay, there we go. That's why I'm highly successful. What was I gonna say? Oh yes, interesting argument from the state. They obviously said that because Ricardo proposed 100k bail, He said his family and friends can all kind of gather together and put, because he's got no income, but that he just wants to go out there and like hustle for his 5 children who are suffering since he's been in prison. So the state kind of threw that argument back and said, well, then he shouldn't get bail because it's going to burden.
Yes, that 100,000 is going to be an extra burden on the family.
It's going to be an extra burden, which is a strange argument. I don't ever recall hearing the state argue like that in a bail application.
I guess it's a thing of, I mean, if you say you want to go out and go help your the family who depend on you, and you don't have any income, how are you going to get 100,000 to pay for bail?
Yeah, but he said that his family and friends would put that money together.
But he also said his family especially his family
I guess
are dependent on him.
That's why then the state is throwing it back,
Yeah.
like, well, why would you want to further burden your family if you're saying that they are burdened? And then obviously the state also argued that, he said he wants to go out there and kind of make money so he can support his family. And it's like, well, who's going to hire you with a fish rod case hanging over your head?
Yeah.
Who's going to want to do you have a job waiting for you? Do you, it kind of just
how
ask
are
her,
you
like,
going to make this income?
how are you going to make this income? So that was also the state's argument, like, it's very unlikely that you're going to be able to
get a job or to get something steady.
A steady income coming in. And then lastly, obviously, they also argue that, he's also got Angolan nationality. He's from Angola, or his family is from Angola, although he's Namibian. And that's it, that is a flight risk. And obviously, then the usual arguments like, this is a huge case, public interest, and all those other arguments. But they also said like it's a flight risk.
Okay, so they didn't grant him bail.
No, they're going to find out early next month. The case was postponed for the ruling on whether or not he's going to get bail. So we don't know yet. This was just yesterday was day 2 of the bail hearing, basically.
But like from the sounds of it doesn't look like he's going to get bail.
From the looks of it, I don't think anybody in this case is getting bail. Just because there is just so much. Like investigations are still really, really, I would say, I don't want to say the beginning stages, but they're really not really at a very advanced stage. And usually that because of, fear of what do you say with witnesses?
Tampering
or interfering with
interfering with investigations is I think a main concern. And I wouldn't put, now that we know we found cell phones in some of their cells, we found police officers that were
honorabling them.
Yes, trying to get, no, I'm saying like the guys that were arrested afterwards for trying to get evidence out of their house or trying to bribe ACC investigators to take away their files. So we know that they're very capable of attempting to tamper with investigation or to interfere with investigations. And I think even though Ricardo himself was never implicated in any of these cases, still, it's one group.
He's part of the gang.
He's part of the gang. So,
It would be difficult to not help yourself. Like if you put yourself in Ricardo's shoes, you get bail. You're not supposed to tamper or to get in contact with any witnesses or whatever. How are you going to constantly not do that? By not trying to get somewhere into this investigation. It's as difficult as it is to say. I think these guys must just stay put where they are. Because if I was in Ricardo's shoes, I wouldn't be able to help myself. I will call someone.
But to tamper with the investigation.
I will tamper.
And sometimes it's not even, I think sometimes not even an intentional thing. It's just net neskierig.
Yeah.
Yo, did the investigators, so the ACC called you? Say, how can the investigators do
that?
Maria, what do you know?
No, it's not even that. Just for me, it would just be a conversation.
Did you call?
What did the investigators? Are they really looking into that area? And it would just be like a careless conversation. But you're talking to a state witness.
Yes.
Or a potential state witness. But I think for him, it's just like, he's got 5 children, and he from what I know of him personally, he's a really doting father, very hands-on father. Just loves his children. This is one thing I've always, I think, admired about Ricardo. Just how deeply involved he is in his kids. Because you need to remember that the fifth child is actually the wife's from a previous relationship. So when he married his wife, she had already a son who he then, and he already had a daughter from a previous relationship. So he legally adopted the son, and that's, and he put that on record that one is actually one that he's carrying. It's not biologically his, but he is considered a son. And he's just, he's that guy that's just very involved in his children's life, really loves his children. And I think for him being in prison, I think perhaps that's, and yes, we can all argue, say he should have thought about that before. Yes, and he should have thought about his kids when he was doing this thing. That's not what I'm saying, that he should be forgiven for his sins. I'm just saying, I'm imagining him in prison, that perhaps that's why he would want to be coming out for his children more than I think anybody else.
You know, the longer the case goes on, especially now when you're talking, I'm thinking in my head, if you start thinking about them one by one, I guess you can start making a point for each and every one of them as to, you know, why they maybe deserve to get bail or maybe deserve to come out.
An argument can...
Look, you are close to Gustavo, right? So you can make that argument. But then there are people who are close to the former ministers, both of them, or to, like Maria can make a case for James.
No, I really cannot. I honestly really
You didn't go there.
cannot. But what I will say, you know who else I could make a case for?
Who?
Esau.
Bernard.
Yeah. I feel sorry for him. This is sympathy for me, because
I'm listening.
No, okay. First of all, he's a very sickly man. He's not, I think he got high blood or asthma or something. You know, he's not 100% there. And then again, like I said, Esau, I think, like most ministers, was just trying to get his dual SIM card and round it off type of, you
with
know.
his Rolex.
I really don't think he understood the severity, because even if you look at the communication with Samari, he wasn't part of this conversation.
Look how close I'm sitting to him.
He wasn't involved in those conversations. The emails were between James, Saki, and Samari people. He was never, his name never featured
In there.
So I really think a lot of willing and dealing was happening. I'm not saying he's...
Behind his back, yeah.
I'm
He was
not-
basically like the gatekeeper.
Yeah, I'm not saying he's not... Please don't get me wrong.
Yes,
I'm not
yes,
saying
I
he
get.
wasn't involved.
I get.
I'm just saying there was a lot of willing and dealing that was happening behind his back, and like the final product would be brought like you mutiri afteken, and he's happy to, because he's getting something.
Yes.
But I don't think like his hand was in the cookie jar like the other two, like that knew where the chips were falling,
But-
knew exactly.
What are you
But
eating,
Maria,
Never?
But Maria, I believe it was his job for his hands not to be in the cookie jar.
I agree.
I'm setting this thing up. Okay, you two run this for me. Okay,
I don't think it's like that though.
I don't want my name attached to this whatsoever.
I don't think it's like that. I think a lot of people think it's like that, but
Yes.
if you know the personalities, there's an element of protecting Esau, right? That I know. But also you need to remember that if you know the personality of Saki and James, it does look like that. That Esau was kind of sending his soldiers out there. But trust me, Saki and James are nobody's soldiers. You know what I mean? Those are the guys that would be sitting at the head table and calling, and they think like that, because you need to remember,
Rogue.
before with they had other things going, like the diamonds and the whatever, without Esau. So they had numerous things that were happening as well, not in fishing sector.
Whoa. What diamonds?
Ooh.
Woo!
All right. No, but it was kind of written by the Namibian
Yeah,
already.
I know. Yeah, come on.
Yeah, okay, but you know what I mean.
Handwritten.
Yeah. So my point is,
We are not even listening to you any further.
No, but
we want you to come back.
I'm saying what I'm saying is, most people would assume Esau is the mastermind, and I'm telling you that I'm not convinced he is.
I'm also not, like, especially
I'm
after
not
the
convinced.
conversation we had yesterday, you can see everybody is clearly linked to to
James.
to James. Yeah. So he seems to be,
More of a mastermind, yes.
Don Pablo in this case.
Yeah.
So you have no point to make here for
What
James.
the
or
hell
for
is
Saki.
going on here?
No,
James
because
can
the stuff
James het
you
nie
guys are
vrou
discussing
nie.
here.
James het nie vrou nie. James het nie kinders nie. So James kan double.
And Saki?
Oh, that's a very scorned
Saki
Saki's
has
statement.
got Saki's got no wife, but he's got 2 kids.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That statement was just very scorned, Maria.
No, actually,
Near,
no.
near,
me,
Maria,
there's no
near.
resentment in my heart. if I feel anything, it's just because of what they did, and that's like right is right, wrong is wrong. Based on that, I cannot feel really sorry for any of them. I think if you know what you're doing, you did what you did. There's repercussions for it. I'll never excuse any of that. But like as a person, on the personal capacity,
Yeah.
no issues. No. Okay.
All right. There's one of the opinions here from Bradley Kubisep. Bradley Bokovic. Kama Kubisep.
Bogas!
All right. I'm thinking here, it might be the other fish rod guys that are playing this card to let Gustavo or Ricardo get bail, get out and start tampering with the evidence.
I think we spoke about this yesterday,
Yeah.
and I think you mentioned it, Maria, by saying that maybe what these guys were doing is because they had a little indaba in there. Okay, say, okay, which one of us
It's the best
is the
chance of
one
getting
who's
out.
more likely to get bail? So you can go and do the running for us outside.
I don't think they are trying to get him to run anything, though. And to be honest with Ricardo, I don't really think he would be trying to get himself into too much trouble right now. But yes, I think they want, like I said, if he gets the bail, they have a better chance of also using that argument, like, well, one of the 6 accused is out, so why can't we type
Also-
of situation? But I don't necessarily think it's trying to, because they've got lots of people, if they want to tamper with it, they've got a lot of people on the outside that can do it for them currently. And that have been doing it for them currently. I mean, that's how they get their phone snuck in. That's how the other 2 got arrested.
Yes, yes.
That's how Saki's employer was trying to clean his house with documents and got arrested in the process. So they've got people already on the outside that can be doing these things for them, that can run around for them, So I don't necessarily think they're trying to get Ricardo out to do that when they have people that can do it. I think it's just also, just like I said, to improve their chances of also trying to apply for bail. So you're going to start with the one that has the best chance, and then
Start
if he gets
working your
bail
way
and
down.
then start, maybe Taxa goes next, and then it's 2 out of this. I know people keep saying 6, but it really is 7 now. Then 2 of the 7, and then and then maybe Tate Mike, kind of work it in there until they're hopefully all out.
Yes, that the mic must come out. There are no more gigs. That's next and Luther's what we are booking.
Tough times.
Maria, we were talking about it this morning, and we just said, you know what? It's quite surreal how one's life can change in an instant.
Blink of an eye.
It's 6 months down the line. I mean, again, last year this time, these guys were flying high, and
Too high.
and your life changes just like this. And it's you can't take life for granted.
No, it's not
Because
about
things-
love for granted. Just don't do some shady stuff.
I understand.
Look, illegalities, like it's banco. Like, you're not going to get me to sign off, a young 1 mil, even that, I don't love money so much. You understand?
I understand.
Thank goodness. Yes, I can really walk away from money, and I have walked away from money.
But 30 million could be yours.
I'm telling you, I don't have
Maria, you can
an
get a-
attachment to money like that. I know a lot of people that do, but I personally
We'll get you a red
don't
camera.
have that.
Red camera, Maria.
It's all right.
Come on.
Right. I just don't have that, and I'm glad, because I think it's kept me out of a lot of trouble.
Yeah,
I
that's
just
true.
don't have an attachment to money. I don't. I like my freedom. I don't like prison. I can't imagine myself behind bars. So I try to keep on the right track.
Straight and narrow.
Straight and narrow
Right.
road.
We are, of course, going to keep a close eye on the fish rod case and whatever it is happening, that is going to be happening in the courts. Another issue, yesterday was Wednesday. Wednesday came and went. Normally,
Yesterday was Tuesday.
no, yesterday
It's
was,
Tuesday. It was Tuesday yesterday.
Isn't it?
It's Wednesday today.
Today is Wednesday. Wait, where did
There was a public holiday.
where
on
did I
Monday.
get an extra day then?
Maybe you thought it was 2 public holidays?
Oh, so today is Wednesday.
Yes.
All right. Now, normally, Comrade President announces on that Wednesday before, that last Wednesday, what is going to happen in the next stage.
Mm.
And June the 3rd is just around the corner, when we are supposed to be entering stage 3 of our, I don't know if we should still call it a lockdown, because it's not really a lockdown anymore. So, Neville, your brass vra nog steeds. Who said, Mr. President, are we lifting prohibited or are we keeping prohibited?
I think people were joking yesterday and saying, listen, let the Rongo region stay.
But now the
in the
truck
current
drivers from
stage.
Comas,
They must leave Comas alone for now, please.
Yeah. Comas
Yeah.
is then also at risk.
Comas is also at risk. Yeah, it remains open to discussion as to what the president will be saying.
But
We don't know if it's today or tomorrow.
Yeah.
But he needs to say something.
With the way things look, what do you think is the best course of action?
Sure.
I mean, especially with all the reports of the different truck drivers who are misbehaving in different parts of the country.
And it's speaking of truck drivers, yesterday I went to go pick up more paid meds, and I ran into Norman Chombe. And we just had a brief conversation about this truck drivers and state of affairs and whatever. And he was telling me when he was at LAC, they obviously did a report on HIV infection rates, and they found that the Kalahari route, like basically from where the truck drivers drive, like whether it's to the Walfish Bay or to Chicago, like from South Africa, those little towns on the way, that's generally where the infection rates are higher.
It starts climbing.
Because what the truck drivers do, apparently, though, for example, you could, like one truck driver will pick up like a sex worker from Mariental and drop at the next town. It's Gobabas, no? What is after Mariental?
Keetmans.
Sorry, Keetmans.
Gobabas.
I know that's the other side. I want to say Keetmans.
Yeah.
So Mariental to
Keetmans.
Keetmans, drop a sex worker there, and then the truck driver that's coming from the opposite direction,
Picks her up.
yeah, they swap it, and then he, so sex workers are constantly on that route from like point to point and then being brought back, and that's just that network that they drive. And infection rates are obviously then, because like almost in every town there's a, where they have to overnight, there's a little party that goes on, sex worker activity and whatever. And he says this is now with HIV AIDS, but now imagine it with something like COVID-19, which is fastest to spread, spreads faster. And I mean, with HIV it's over a prolonged period of time, but like with COVID it's instant, like just instant connection. So if you take COVID-19 in that sense, an infection in that sense, and he says, and you go along
that route,
you could find that the infections will start being visible, especially because Namibia is not doing like Botswana. Botswana has, like you're saying, a police patrol escort that escorts the trucks to
That's
the
what
point.
I thought we were doing.
Botswana is doing that. Namibia isn't. So these guys can kind of, if you want to pull over, you want to pick up somebody, you want to...
You just do it.
You just do it
Yeah.
until you get to the control where you can, it's a thing
I mean,
of-
this guy said he gave a bra of his a lift, who's also a truck driver, the truck driver from Walvis
Yeah.
Bay.
So contact tracing then becomes very difficult. But I mean, that's the risk we're taking with. We don't have a choice. I guess goods have to come in, others are going to starve.
But we could.
But yes, the risk is
the
not
process, yes.
not escorting them.
Yes, like I mean, we could change the way we go about it, because one way or the other we're going to have to bring goods into the country, since you people refuse to buy mamas and you just want to buy what comes
And
out
they
of
refuse
South
to
Africa.
grow your own spinach.
There was a suggestion yesterday, and some guy said, you know what is so difficult for these trucking companies to say, you know what, we have a South African driver that gets to Noordoever with a Namibian truck driver stationed at Noordoever. He takes over the truck, bring the goods in, they do the whole sanitizing thing there, what, bring the goods into Namibia, take the truck back to the border, the driver leaves again with the truck back
But
to
then,
South Africa.
which trucking company is this that employs drivers in both South Africa and Namibia?
That's what I'm saying. That was just a suggestion.
Yeah, there was that question, but I think it's a little bit more complicated and not as clear cut because you're not going to trust anybody to just drive your trucks.
Yeah.
It has to be your
Hey,
employer
they truck had
who is
plastic.
insured with those trucks,
Yes.
so and so forth. There's really other elements. But like, I mean, what I think for what it forces us to do moving forward is that when you start a trucking business, there should be surveillance.
Yeah.
Meaning dashboard camera that should be constantly on, like how we check the kilometers of these cars.
Hello. You think those truck drivers want to drive with a dashboard cam?
No, that's what I'm saying. It becomes
But a lot of them
compulsory.
have.
Yeah, no, but
Yeah.
I'm saying it becomes. That's what I'm saying. That I think
I get you.
that is where we're moving into that.
Yeah.
You know, because I think, like we said, COVID-19 is exposing little things that need to be tweaked.
Loopholes.
Loopholes.
Yeah.
It's exposing the loopholes, and I think moving forward, might have to get a dashboard camera that you cannot switch on when it does it reports. Just like you have a tracking, you can track
Where the truck is, yeah.
where the truck is, where the stops are, how long it stops, but also
They
have
already
a
have those ones,
Yes,
yes.
but with a dashboard now, so you can see if there are
People in the
People
getting
in
in
the-
the truck.
in
What
the
is
truck
happening? What
and
is happening
so
in my
forth.
car?
Verstanji.
Because I know
Those bunks.
I know a lot of them. Like, I mean, even from my neighborhood, the guys that started driving trucks, they would generally just get a passport and drive with one of the truck drivers. So that like you the truck at some point along the way, when I will be killed. So it's like, no, you can come drive and teach yourself how to drive, sort of. So, it's just I don't think the industry is. We ever thought of the need to regulate them in that sense. But obviously now with the risk that they're posing, maybe we're going to have to rethink a couple of things.
So this guy went
imagine
to go-
somebody gets caught on camera, like with a sex worker in the back there on the dashboard camera, and that footage gets circulated.
But I mean, I told you guys last week there was footage like that, where this guy basically fell asleep while he was driving.
Well,
Yeah, I
then
saw that
could-
one.
And
Yeah.
the truck veered off the road, and you just see this woman.
Everything everywhere.
So this guy is now way. It's a Khocha gaan gekeer in Korangap.
But oh,
This
The
truck
truck
driver.
drivers.
nee, he was in quarantine, no?
No, but there's one truck driver
In
Went to-
commas.
Korangap Dam, somewhere there in the settlement there.
Yeah.
Sy Cherokee bly glo daarso.
Toe die
So he
bietjie
went to
gaan
go and
gaan.
visit her there.
Oh. And then there's the one that was at Home Affairs. It's not a deurmekaar story.
But yeah, but
It's rare of a deurmekaar story. Maybe we're going to try and talk to one of these trucking companies if any of them have got the kahunas to come sit and talk to us in the morning. Just to
Tell
see
us how this
what is the
works.
process? How does it work when these guys go to SA? What is the process that they, because I heard on one of the stations this morning, this guy from Walfish Bay, he was being interviewed and he was saying, I don't know why people are calling it a quarantine situation. There's no quarantine. I come from South Africa and I come back with the guys who have been here for days. So, like, there's no separation. It's like, how am I going to get my food? It's like, I have to go get it myself. So how's that? Like, you can't call. Basically, we're not isolated.
yeah.
We're just there.
It's just a bunk
Yeah.
bed for you to
Yeah,
sleep and
that's-
rain, but you
that's-
can basically move as you want.
Exactly. And he was actually quite upset because he says a lot of the news is being that is being circulated is not necessarily accurate, and it doesn't portray an accurate picture of the entire situation. So yeah, he's maybe also one of the people that we're gonna try and get for you guys just to chat to via the phone.
Definitely needs to be better regulated at this moment.
Well, then why were they treating the Romanian couple? Apparently, the Romanian couple. This was, by the way, conversation when I was having with Norman. He was saying that he heard that the Romanian couple, in fact, were happy to rather quarantine here than in their own country because they were given in a lodge and you could go for a swim and the food is catered for and it's like a holiday met your man. I mean, they were most quarantined
Maar hulle moet
together.
ook op pot hulle twee.
Corona
As man
holiday.
and vrouw.
Nee.
Hulle blikke maar mekaar aansteek.
They keep on reinfecting each other.
No, but they were eventually separated when she got reinfected.
Because I think initially we were all under the impression that once you fought off the virus, you will not get reinfected. You develop
you
some
do,
sort
eh?
of immunity. But no, yes, you do. You can lose it and get it again and lose it and get it again. And I'm sure every time it comes back just a little bit stronger.
I see Mark Lucky.
I see Mark Lucky, my bro. All right, I see some of your comments have already disappeared from my screen, so let me get to them. They are all loving father. They are all loving fathers. Yeah. They are all having children. Let them sit, kneel, sleep, and pray.
It's nie maklik nie, man.
Okay. How is my what? Thursday? Oh, I gaan man, man. My calendar is not working. My mond sal me in problemen.
Yeah.
Pascal Dilula, you're woman with soft spots for men.
Not me. Okay, I'm lying. I have soft spot for people sometimes, not for men necessarily.
George Hamba Kambala, good morning everyone. Special greetings to Maria.
Thank you.
Wat wil jy hê?
Where's
What
my
do you
happy
want?
birthday, George?
No, special greetings. That's how they say happy birthday.
Special greetings.
Yeah.
I want to see AR Bena with my name there. Happy birthday to our comrade.
Abiata saying morning crew. Yo, Babas is cold.
I can imagine.
Hey, Windhoek
Same
is
here as well.
net so cold for oggend. Like indoors is actually not so bad, man. Once you let that wind hit your face.
It was 2 degrees when I left home this morning.
I don't
2
Just
degrees.
play up plus. I mean, hello.
Inlet, ne? But it's also cold where you guys are staying.
No, not really.
Huh?
I mean, it's cold, but it's not like
At
at
the-
the outskirts of Windhoek.
How do you guys do you have like a thermometer? What do they call it?
Okay, when you get into your car tells you.
Which car? The taxi or what?
No, not your taxi. The BMW tells you what's the temperature.
I'd say no.
But that is not the accurate temperature because if the body is most die, good. Because overnight most. Then it's not gonna because I don't think we want
We
2
used
degrees.
to touch the temperature. It's like, hey, it's cold vandaag. Now come on, there's machinery that's doing it for you guys. You guys are boring. Let me read comments.
Yeah, as a belief.
Pascal Dilula, confuse baby, go drink your bottled milk.
Huh?
How do you know he might have a girlfriend too? I have no idea what you're talking about. Come
What?
back again.
Are you
Come on,
saying?
you know too much. Honestly, I have no idea what you're talking about. John Shombe, oh, Maria, you know a lot, Mboli.
Not enough.
Who's that?
John Shombe.
Of course, John Chombe.
Yep. Chris Kribo, Mutanga. Esau was just there rounding off the money. Rounding up, rounding down. Hela man, you guys are distracting me. Hold up now. Nazio Fine Tune Balo also joining the show this morning. Saddam Raf reloading. Oh, okay.
I thought it's rough rider.
Come on. James has a kid. What you talking about, girl?
James doesn't have children.
Afghanistan.
Maria would know.
Maybe he
Okay,
was. Maybe he
not
lied
that
to
I
you.
know of.
Maybe
No,
he lied to you.
No. I think if he had a child, he would be very happy to
Ne?
take care of his children. But no, he doesn't have children.
No, maybe he was taking care of the child behind your back.
He wouldn't
Moss.
keep it a secret.
From
because-
you.
No. Why would anything? What about you told me?
I don't know.
No, I think he would be
But
happy.
he has,
I
like,
think
stuttering.
no, because I'm just
What?
trying to think like he would be happy to have a child.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not something he
Okay.
would hide if he had a child.
Erwin Kahorere, we need to trust. We need to start a trust fund to protect for freedom speakers like Meriatem.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yes. So Maria can tell us about those diamonds that you
Yeah.
mentioned.
Because
But also, if you ever,
Laat net go. Because Maria, me and Cubase, it is the first time ever that we hear about diamonds.
Diamonds. I thought it was just fish.
We thought there's just a controversy about fish.
okay,
In this
hello. Me, I just read in the Namibian.
What?
Okay. The link with the diamond.
The-
I don't know it fully.
Was it the article about Paulus and Galangi?
Yes, that one.
Yes.
That's connected to.
Who's I think CFO at Fish.
Yes, fish. Yes,
yeah,
yes. The
yes.
accountant.
Yes.
Ek lees ook net koerant.
You need to be quiet. You shouldn't be helping her out here.
No, but it's a fact. I
you
would
should,
also
you should
just.
leave her at her own device here.
I don't know anything else. I just know what I read in the
Or
papers.
Kuma. You just let her off the hook now. She didn't know about that Namibian article that you said.
I did. I just mentioned it earlier.
No.
I don't know, man.
But I laugh because there's a guy on Twitter that's always like, When are they going to check the diamond rod? Diamond
Ne?
rod. He
Ne?
just keeps on with the diamond rod and the health rod, medicine rod.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah.
Don J. Mwandi, HBD, Maria, Lucia
you.
Shiveda. She knows him personally, a good guy, but what money can do is why he's inside, right? He's involved, he takes, and also he eat. After all, he will end up with evil money.
Unfortunately, yes.
Yes. Simon Amushira, there is a say, time to tell. Oh, there's a saying, time to tell, I guess. Somebody saying Maria is lying. It's that person who says James is a kid. Okay. Screenshot. This is the screenshot.
Maybe, I think where they're confusing is James' late brother had a son that James has been taking care of
Oh,
as his
okay.
own child.
Mm.
So same surname, obviously, because it's his late
okay.
brother's child, but it's not his biological child. All right. But
Okay.
you know, in the African culture,
You can.
it's you can't.
Mm.
Asino Kambikiti Erastus, a very happy birthday to you, young lady. Kama young.
Hey,
Kanjeho Zetman.
Sazalikino.
Maria, it's your birthday today. I have a. That is it looks like a goat or a sheep. But unfortunately, I am at the north. Maybe
Send flowers.
I will kill this goat for your birthday party. Then we enjoy online.
Send flowers. Call Flowered Earth. Ask for the delivery. Make online payment. Do you know I work at Trasco? Informant Radio. Thank you very much.
It's
So you've worked this thing out last
I'm
night
just saying.
to come and say it.
You know,
now
for
this
me,
morning.
you know what? You know what I don't like. I have so many admirers, so many people crushing,
Yeah.
but it doesn't translate in flowers.
what like Maria just explained to me. What is it about ladies and flowers?
I don't know about all ladies,
Thank
but I
you.
really
Yeah, what-
love flowers.
Thank you
I
for
just love.
asking that
It's not all
question.
women, but like when
Okay,
you
about
love.
this woman. What is it about this woman?
I
and
just
flowers?
love flowers. They're beautiful. They smell good. They look good. They make your house like just fresh. I don't know. I just love flowers. I've always loved flowers. I love plants, but I especially love flowers. And people know flowers make me happy. This people crushing.
Flowers make you guys forgive a cheating wife beating.
Oh
ass
no,
nigga.
no. Like flowers
you
for
didn't
me
go
don't
there.
cure
It's true.
that much. No, a cow would. Just kidding.
Listen,
Come
there are heroes who's listening to the show. They just might heard you wrong. You said a car, not a cow.
A cow.
You're gonna hear moo.
Oh, moo. That in front of your house. But forgive me.
So you said a car, not a cow.
A car. No, it's a joke because
Yeah.
I have a friend. Every time she's driving a new car, we know her husband cheated.
Damn it,
Is,
bro.
is that the way for men to say sorry?
Yes, the ones that can afford it.
Side chicks are becoming more and more expensive, guys.
But
Now
this
you have to
wasn't.
buy
This is
her-
a wife. This
No,
is
you
a
have to
wife.
buy the side chick a car and your wife also because your wife found out about the side chick.
I would easily say to my wife if I'm wrong about something, I would say, you know what, honey, I'm sorry.
Cheating. This is sorry. You have to car kiss. I'm sorry, baby.
Woo!
Show me just how sorry are
I'm
you?
sorry.
Or you say you're sorry and then
It's
she
an expensive
Let
mistake.
me say I had fish rod money. I have to role play this now. If I had fish rod money, let's say I had $30 million in my bank account, and I do something wrong, and it's a serious transgression
Like cheating.
in my marriage, like cheating.
Yes, like a mentorship trip.
Yeah, like a mentorship trip. Yeah, I'll probably
You'll buy her car, right?
not buy a car. I think she would want to go with her girlfriend to
Trip
on
to
a shopping
Mauritius.
trip or say, listen, okay, you go with Maria. You always wanted to go to Thailand, right? Okay, just go with Maria to Thailand.
But
Oh,
then-
that's so sweet.
No.
So I just
Look.
go and go shop.
I don't want to go to Thailand. I just came from Burma or whatever.
Verstaan, Jay, because it's fish rod money.
I want a car. You think you're sorry now? You're not sorry yet, but you will be. And then she brings you a plate of food.
No, I know my wife. If there's one thing that would make my wife happy is
Yeah.
shopping. She would love to
To
shop. Buy as many
women,
clothes
yeah.
and stuff
Dat is
as
Dubai toch gaan dat
possible.
ze lekker gaan shop.
Yeah. So
I'm not going to talk about my wife. These niggas are going to come steal her from me. You guys with your lot of money, leave alone. Richard Ralph Rama, morning team, enjoying the show from Khobabis. George Kambala is saying, but is Maria not a young beneficiary? Huh?
You know
it
what,
has
Nell?
most only been 4 years. Hint, hint.
Like, George, your jokes are getting stale.
Ooh,
Like really,
shots fired.
like we heard you yesterday, we heard you last week.
Yes.
You are still on it. At
Yeah.
some point, you gotta give it up.
Yeah.
All right? Okay. Yeah. That's the.
Maak nou klaar.
Yeah, maak no klaar. Ons is no moeg. You can't keep
But-
regurgitating the same joke. Even Neville doesn't do that for his client.
Pascal Dilula is saying, we all know you ain't that attached to money. Sis, we all know that one, believe me.
Huh?
Never mind. You guys are slow.
No,
Moving on.
No,
Helmut.
please, we want to catch
Read
it
it
also.
again.
It's like, okay, basically he's saying Maria lieg.
Okay, Maria J. You like money. Klaar. That's the story.
We all like
I
money.
like that our audience knows me better than I know myself. But okay, fine. I'm gonna take it.
Yes.
I'm attached to
Yes.
money. All right.
Yes.
Lakes Peters also joining the show. Cabinet sitting today. Patience.
Is it?
Yeah.
So if cabinet sits today, what time does cabinet normally sit?
Whenever they want to sit.
Maybe in the morning? And then Agaba will talk in the afternoon?
I don't know. Like we haven't heard anything
Let's
about a
hope
press
so.
conference being called. So
You're close to Agapa, you're close to Monica. Why are we getting second-hand information here? We must have first-hand information in the studio.
we're
Can you
giving
let
me
your
friends.
comments lees asseblief?
Sinalumbu. The way forward is to test all truck drivers when they enter the country and quarantine them for 14 days. Schools, face-to-face, not to reopen. Yeah, there's face-to-face.
So South Africa wants to open churches.
I think Cyril just gave up. She's like, you know what? Mark Jelanets was yellow blame. Yeah, worrying me.
So, but here's the argument. You can't go to your friend's house. You can't go to your friend's house who you know, and you might gather less than. But a church can gather less than 50 people. Like, make it make sense. Like, church is not supposed to be like.
Bushiri is losing money, guys. The church must open.
But somebody said that Bushiri's got an online service now.
Online service.
You can
Yeah.
EFT
Bushiri.
money.
Yeah, no, Bushiri had say.
Let's not talk about
Ministries.
church, guys. You know, church people, they don't like their things being spoken about.
Church people must be strong.
Simon Amushira, how far with testing? Honestly, I have no idea.
2,700.
Okay, 2,700, that's how far.
That's the last figure that I have.
That's like maybe 0.1% of our
But it's
population.
the same with the whole world.
Yeah, I guess. No, not the whole world.
Yes.
With the most of the world, not the whole world.
Yeah.
Josinda Pewa also joining the show from the coast this morning. Good morning. Burucha Kwaitago. What? Okay. So there is no prostitution in the north or what? Wait, where did that come from?
PC. Okay, Maria.
Oh, Chicago is part of the north, so the sex workers there.
There's sex workers in every town in Namibia.
Yeah.
I think it's just where it's really based. It's like,
Yeah.
Chicago is not all over. Like, you're not.
No, but they are based where the market is. These people are also
yes,
clever.
Yes,
They're
that's
not
what I was
going
trying to say. Yes,
Yeah.
for the truck driver route,
Yes.
they truck drivers don't really stop in Oshakati or Ntangwa or Ngwediva. They stop in Chicago.
Nande Matundu, happy 21st birthday, Maria. HBD Maria as well here.
You gave me one age more. It's 20,
Come on. Hey.
but I'm gonna take 21. Thank you.
Is julle babbelas? Hankie Tapakan skrywer.
Hey, Ankie Khan. Daar is die drankie so nie.
Waar het ons drank gekry? Erwin Kaurere, all public transportation, buses, taxis and trucks should be tracked, monitored and heavily regulated.
Ja.
That makes sense. Zainwil Bussel. Julle is 'n boer van 'n kannetjie uitspreekie. Môre so. Is it true that we are going in lockdown again?
No, that is the suspense we are all about. We are eagerly waiting to find out what's gonna happen. Yeah.
Hopefully we're going to hear from Comrade President today.
Ek sê julle net nee, I have no problem if we go back into lockdown.
Neither do I.
You wanna go back home, ne?
Ja, I want to go back home. Okay. Maar ek wil net 3 bottles gin koop.
Look, for me on a
Maria, I'm telling you nee, on Sunday. I haven't had a gin in such a long time. No, I'm enjoying my lunch. I'm like, Astani net iman, just a double dot, just one, then I'll be fine.
You guys, I also don't understand you. You're complaining there's no money, there's no food, there's everything is what, there's what, is this. But you want the bottle stores to open. What are you going to buy this alcohol
Hello.
with?
I think on the black
Bottle
market
stores are
right now, there are
businesses
people that
also.
are selling like gin stuff for like 800, and there are people that are buying.
Hey bro, but like
Me, I'm not buying a bottle of Gordon's gin for $500 because I got offered this.
The prices went up to 800 now.
Neyman is nonsense.
Jameson staan nou daar by
I'm kind of mad that I didn't stock up like ek ook nou ook verkoop. Like for like 500% inflation rate.
Yes.
Koop of loop, my bro. Koop
Koop of
loop.
loop.
Take it or leave it.
Yes.
Even those, what do you call it? Daisakis.
Those are the sakis. Oh,
I don't
correct.
know if you know those
Yeah, those little ones.
whiskey sakis.
Yeah. We
Maria.
call them the room, hotel, bar.
Ne?
Yeah.
Sections, yeah.
Okay, now those sakis, in Karatura they call it tabombeki. I don't know why they call it the tabombekis. Those sakis would normally go for $6 to $7 per sake. They sell for $40 now.
Yeah.
Laat jy net 'n bietjie.
Brunet.
Yeah.
Mang net die tong nat, laat die so hier onder die tong. Oh, ei.
Thanks to Angola. That's where it comes from. Yeah.
No, it's you
so
guys.
thank you, my people.
It's you guys who are selling those prices, ridiculous prices. I'm sure even the Angolans are like, we should have sold them for more when we selling them to these Namibians. Ali van Wyk, morning crew, those guys will hate those things, invading of privacy or personal space. The truck drivers.
Oh,
I know,
personal.
I know a lot of truck drivers, like personally, and I know none of those guys would
But
want
it's
a
not up
camera.
to them. It should be they are gonna be employed. It's not like you come at work at Trustco
Of course
and
I
your
know.
car has a tracker and you're like, Mike, will you a tracker? And no, it's when you're employed here.
You have to.
It's understandable. I mean, I don't like that camera being there, but it's there,
Where's
and I
the
just
camera?
have to get
There's
used
a
to
camera
it.
there in
It's
the
a
corner.
tar.
It's a that's a camera.
What did you do?
Nothing.
in the
Are
studio.
you sure?
But maybe I was planning on something.
Well, now you know.
I've heard stories of certain DJs
Dambe Haikali.
across the country.
Talk to one trucking
at radio
company.
stations.
What? Wait, what?
I'm just saying.
Are you massaging the table?
I'm trying to recuse myself from what.
Die never ne je hoe van nonsense je.
No, I'm talking to Maria.
Oh, okay.
I've
Let me
heard
leave you
stories
alone.
over the years of radio DJs that would bring girls into
Studios. Oh, lekker.
and there's no cameras in there.
Those late night slow jam
This
sessions.
is a fact.
Late
Yeah,
night
it's
slow
a
jam
fact.
sessions.
Is this what happens?
I testify.
Huh? What
He
did you say?
testifies.
Oh, you testify.
I testify.
Then it's a good thing we have a camera. in
Let's
there.
keep it moving.
Yeah.
Talk to one trucking company, specifically FPA Dutoy, Buruha Koitage, and please explain what is the meaning of self-quarantine.
Is
As quarantining yourself, all right?
But it's a relevant point here because yes, I understand the self quarantine,
slowly.
but if these guys have to go buy their own food, so they're not even providing that for them.
Then I don't think they're taken care of in the spot that as my net the spot is not there. You're sharing with drivers that came today, drivers that came 2 weeks ago.
You that has to live quarantine in 14 days.
Yes. So it's a biggie dear Mekar, I think. Yeah,
The regulation around truck drivers needs to change.
definitely. Louise Diergaard, good morning, crew. What measures for containment are in place for truck drivers after entering, right? Are there any measures in place where they offload? If they must be quarantined at their depot, how and who is responsible for their health and upkeep, right? Why are they reporting saying they escaped instead of not adhering to the rules? What guidelines are issued when they were sent to collect whatever they transport to minimize the risk? Those are, it's very good questions, very valid questions.
The ministry should answer.
Yeah, the ministry should answer, or a trucking company.
Now, with these sessions, guys, that happens in the morning, I mean, I've basically just stopped following it.
Yes, me too.
Now, this is probably some of the issues that they need to address. I mean, 10 o'clock this morning, there's another session. Truck drivers are on people's minds the last 24 hours, 48 hours.
And I think we need to address the issue quickly because the stigma against the truck drivers is starting to increase.
I mean, it's always
And
been
that is
there, but
not
it's
good.
getting worse.
Yeah, now it's starting to get even worse. General Bangura Bambu Sien Kandiri Kirira.
Yo.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think our truck drivers are our essential workers as they are risking their lives for the needs of the whole country.
Yeah.
Mr. President should wake up and consider such things with a serious action before Namibia becomes a nightmare.
And sorry, may I add to that? It's a very relevant, pertinent point to make, especially after we're talking about the stigma around. I mean, I've seen comments just in the past, let's say 48 hours, maybe more. People said, yeah, these truck drivers, let them all go. We don't need them. There's, just a lot of negativity after this Wallfish Bay story broke. But we do need truck drivers. Otherwise, how are you getting your bread and butter on the table?
Exactly.
So,
Exactly. Battery low saying, good morning, crew. Swakopmund is very cold. I am a universal charger. You and I, we can have. Sandra Onesmus.
I'm a universal charger.
Yeah.
Korowaji.
Jay Wilmos van DJ Sprat in Studios. Come. Sandra Onesmus also joining the stream this morning from Tumep. Yes, good morning. Nathaniel Ferdinand. If you are going to talk to the owner of the company, then you are wrong thinking. Go ask the person which has the surname truck and name driver. That's the right person. Or we should talk to the truck drivers and not the owners of the company. That's a bit short-sighted. That's not how news works. We try and get all the angles.
I think you.
Joel Amukeshe, julle praat van loud, julle Rospina. I do not understand. Tena Nambwa, morning, happy birthday, Maria.
Rospina's in a diamond?
Chase Avi calendar. Al die calendar het net 31 days.
Yeah, he's up.
Woeka. Woeka.
Today,
But I promised myself I'm going to remain 35 for the next 20 years.
no, me, I'm also not counting my birthday this year. That's nonsense. I did not have a year.
I did not choose this
Yes.
for
So
myself.
you're 34.
I'm 35, but
No,
next year I'll be 35 again.
Yeah, you'll be 35. So
Yeah,
you're
so
still 34.
I'm going to stick on 35.
I believe me and Mary are the same age. That's so embarrassing.
So you guys are the same age, eh?
No, he's younger actually.
It's just 85 babies. Hey.
He still has to turn 35.
I let you come first so you can come clear the way. Sean Prince Angombe. I think Maria knows more about James. Please, Maria, tell us. Meneer Eben Kavaga watching from the Roads Authority offices. Goeiemorgen, my broer.
Boring.
Welcome. Paul Saint Neville, your BMW lied. 2 degrees Celsius is almost freezing point. Believe me, you wouldn't have come out of the house. But yesterday it was, I think, in the minus in the morning.
-3.
It's raak koud, jong. But die windhoek is ook weird. You will find some places it's sub-zero temperatures, and then some
Man
other
stays
places
on a
are there.
farm. He lives on the outskirts of Windhoek.
yeah, no, I
It's
love
colder
Windhoek.
there. That
It's
time.
cold. There are rivers there.
They play. What is it called? What is that neighborhood called?
Neelos. It's Karatura
Yes,
East.
why?
Yes, Katutura East.
Yeah, it's Karatura East.
It looks like Katutura East. I'm just playing with you.
But let me ask. Sorry, me and Cubase went there the other time. No? It's very
What?
Afrikaans.
Yeah.
The houses have welcome on them.
Welkom, ja.
I only saw one
This was
welcome,
Henty's
one or
house.
two
Only
welcomes.
one welcome.
The rest
in
is
English
not welcome.
welcome.
No, black people, we just don't do that welcome stuff.
Yeah, but welcome is so Afrikaans.
Yeah, it's very Afrikaans.
So it's a very Afrikaans
There are,
neighborhood.
okay, you guys must understand, with any new neighborhood that's created in this city of ours, most white people would obviously, a lot of white people would move into those neighborhoods
First.
for whatever reasons. So you will always have a large Afrikaans community.
Like Omea, Finkenstein,
Ja,
and
ons
it's
is
in
nou
the
hierso.
outskirts.
Ons is nou hier en ons gaan nou hier bly. Hoping.
Hulle
There.
sal nie kom nie.
Ja.
It's just that's it.
We will follow you to the ends of the world.
Kom saam. So you would even see in our on our WhatsApp group a lot of Afrikaans people.
Yeah.
So it's the.
Dad, on your WhatsApp group, do you guys like debate race stuff?
We debate. Maria, and this is one thing that I wanted to speak to you about this morning. I mean, I woke up extremely upset this morning because, again, yesterday in Minnesota, there's this black man that got basically lynched
Yes, I saw that.
by the police again. I mean, this guy was defenseless. This police officer had his knee on this
his
guy's
guy's head.
neck
Yes, yes.
for 10 minutes.
Yes.
The guy was not resisting arrest.
Yes.
You can basically just pick him up.
Yeah.
And they killed the guy.
Yeah.
And we debated it this morning very early on our WhatsApp group.
Wat sê die boere?
Some of them are quiet because they don't know
How to move on that
Yeah.
subject.
Obviously, black people are we just went off
Yeah.
because, again, they kill people with impunity. Even police officers, they see they being filmed. But
Lawarene.
nothing, there's no restraint that says,
Yeah.
I'm being
In
filmed.
fact, they become more aggressive afterwards.
Let me stop this. They become more aggressive.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Just another
Second.
day in a life of a black person.
America.
Welcome to
I'm
America.
just going to read comments. I'm not joining this conversation here.
So,
where I'm from,
Los
is
die boere
black,
uit
it's
van
black people
Listener.
killing black
Kom
people.
bly net saam met ons, Maria. Just come stay with us.
Anyway, Raymond Basson, guys, that's why Maria is still single, because a lot of guys don't want their ladies to know too much. She can't be smart, but not street smart.
Who says I'm single? No, I'm just saying, wie het gesê?
Okay, mic drop.
I might be. I'm just saying, I don't know how you know this.
Bradley Kubisep, happy birthday, Maria. You are a force to be reckoned with. We appreciate you as a person, but most importantly, you have been our information hub. Thanks.
True.
Thank you, appreciate it.
True.
Yes.
Maria, you would be surprised how much stuff people know about you, and you're naive thinking that people don't know.
No. I'm not naive about it. I know there's two elements. There's people, actually, about my own life, I'm very secretive. Not secret level, let me say very private. I tell who I tell. And if I like you enough, if
Open
I'm comfortable with you and I trust you, I'm very open. But here's what is it. But then there's a version of the truth that people have that's not at all. And I mean, I've had instances where you ask me things that I know is out there, but it's not a fact. You understand? And but that's not just me. That's just, as a woman, generally, that's how we exist. There's always the truth and a version of the truth that is untrue.
Cubase.
But
I've always considered Maria a bubbly person. She talks, she talks
I talk to you.
non-stop. Okay. Now, there was this one time that we had a Trusco event. It's probably about a year ago.
Yeah.
At one of the local restaurants here. So Maria warns me well in advance, Neville, I don't want to be there because I don't know who to talk to. I said, Maria,
You're a social butterfly.
you're a social butterfly. Come on, we're going to be there and we're going to
Yeah.
enjoy. I rock up there. Maria stands there by herself in the little corner with a glass.
Stop fidgeting with the mic.
Yeah.
Okay. She stands there in the little corner with a glass. She sees me, okay? She literally pounces on me. And from there onwards, she follows me wherever I'm going. I'm like, hey, man.
Yeah. This is a very relevant point because most people don't know that about me. They think I'm not. I have social anxiety. I don't really like crowds. I hardly go out. I keep very much to myself. So it's nice that I'm on radio and I speak candidly,
Express yourself, yeah.
but very, very personal stuff, trust me, you don't know me like that.
I know. Like,
At all.
I have
Oh, you.
that.
Hello.
You have what?
No, like,
Same.
And I talk to you as well.
Yeah.
Same.
Yes.
He's even worse than you.
When you put me in that kind of environment, I just
Yeah.
I
Shrivel.
He
I
just
kind of
shrivels
lose
up.
it, yeah.
Yeah.
And you know the sad part is people see that and they think
You're
arrogant.
arrogant.
How hom of
Yeah,
Diana is
Oh,
arrogant
and you
or
know
whatever.
me as well. Say hoor.
Sê hoor.
You can mos Trusco vir my.
Ja.
Die groot die mense nie. I have my
Ja, maar
earphones
jy
on.
eet ook, jy groet ook
I
die
have
mense
my
nie.
earphones
Hallo, jy
on.
groet ook
I'm-
nie mense,
Yes.
Did you greet me and I don't greet you back? If you greet me and I didn't greet you back,
Then
you
it's a
can't me say
different
groet die mense
story.
nie.
Yeah.
What? Yeah.
Because I've also
want
heard that
you
here come I
to-
groet die mense nie. If I didn't greet you, can must also greet. If I don't greet you, then we have a problem.
And you're right about it because, for instance, in our family
Yeah.
line, I don't know why this happens. Like certain family members see certain family members. Okay, these are the alpha family members.
Yes.
Okay, and these ones are basically just
The one that said the funeral, they asked the
Crumbs on
toppie
the table.
first. Ons
Yeah.
moet eers wag vir hy toppie to arrive.
Yeah, exactly.
So that he can state the case.
When you are there trying to give your comments, you're like, hey, wag man, jy maak ons net deur mekaar. Ons wag vir hom Neville om te kom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
because I would normally experience this in my family where
Are you the alpha?
I don't consider myself
But
as alpha.
how do they see you? Are you the alpha?
And I'll explain. I would walk up there. I haven't seen my family members in a long time. It's at a funeral or my mother's 70th birthday or whatever. And you would just see family members just, Goeienaand. I'm like, hi, it's been a while, Maria. Ooh, jare, julle sien mos hoe kan nie mens nie. Yeah. How come you never come and greet me? I say, but like exactly what you say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say, why don't you come out of your corner
And greet me.
come and greet me?
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
Nee, jealous mos
That's what jy dink.
I mean, that's what you
Yeah,
think.
that's a you problem, not a me problem.
It's not a me problem.
Yes.
Yeah, I have a lot of that problem, especially at the workplace. Like I do keep to myself. I keep to the people I know, and I like I say my social anxiety. I'm not gonna go to a. I'm not the type of person walk into the canteen and greet everybody left right. I have my earphones on. If you say hello, I'll say hello back.
Yeah.
But like I mean,
But Maria, why do you go to the canteen with your earphones?
because social anxiety.
Why?
Like with my at least with earphones, I don't have to talk to anybody. Okay, I just can
So
keep
just
to
bang.
myself. Yeah, it's anxiety. Crowds and strangers and people, and I don't like because you know when you start talking to people, it's a thing of like I feel like it's an exchange, it's a sharing, and I don't really like to share myself like that with just
I don't mind
anybody.
sharing.
No, I don't know, man. And sometimes I
Worse.
don't like people.
Woo! Scandalous.
I don't mind sharing. Ask anybody who's had a one-on-one conversation with me. I'm quite mesmerizing.
Oh my god.
But from a
Mesmerizing.
but from a distance, lyk ek soos om Chris.
Yeah,
I know Chris shares a lot.
Yeah, like look at Chris, right? If you see him without talking to him,
yeah.
just I'll check. I
Kan nie met die toppie.
Yeah, but he's
Like,
the friendliest.
But then
Yeah.
once he opens his mouth, I wonder jy jong Chris. Nou hoekom sit jy met so 'n masker op jou gesig hele oggend?
No, I like when I get into a crowd.
Yes,
I
monsieur.
like
Yes,
to
monsieur.
talk.
Goed time.
Met mens. I love to talk to everyone.
Okay, let's stop talking about
Ja,
greeting
maar
each other.
klaar.
Yeah.
Elmarie is watching.
Oh, is she watching?
Yes. Kom ek sit regop.
Sit regop.
Yes.
Elmarie, comment toch asseblief. Please just say something. Yeah.
Erastus X-Men Ekonjo. Hierdie Gobabas plek is onder ys. Also, it's like maybe the 4th or 5th comment about a cold Gobabas that we're getting this
Oh, it must
morning.
be very cold then.
Yeah, I'm actually happy that there are so many of you watching in Gobabas.
Epako.
Thank you. Kettle Country.
Epako.
Nangolo Mokojaif. I thought I was wrong to believe that's Thursday today. I lost no talk this Thursday. Okay, let me just move to the bottom so we read from the bottom up. Shaks Tiofe Nanyemba finally showing up. All criminals don't like to be around people. Shaks, there's that dumb G.
Lees die comment.
That's what the comment says.
What? All criminals what?
Don't like to be around people. Because Maria said, must say only rare van mensen. Ze said the headphones off. Shots fired!
Touche.
Shucks.
And I don't like you anymore.
Shucks.
Next.
Shucks. Your 14th of February date is off.
It's gone.
Cancelled. Gone. Klar.
Ritsuko. I've always had an issue pronouncing your name. But yeah, joining the show this morning, Miss Abrahams. Thank you. Bex Extreme Goodman. Aye. Really? Brucha Koitage. Oh, Neville is maar net a people person. In an 8.
Ayo.
Nee, it's fun. It's my story, Lori. That's how he gets all the stories.
That's how he gets his comedy.
Joshua Hadula, the president of Madagascar, a former DJ, by the way,
Yeah.
has called on all African nations to quit the World Health Organization because of the bad faith of Europe towards Africa. I saw this article on social media. It's like a newspaper cover or something, and then I actually went to go look for that newspaper, and I went to go look for that article elsewhere on the net, and I could not find it anywhere.
Fake news?
I'm not saying it. I'm just saying, yeah. Okay. Kanjengo said, man, seriously, truck drivers, they are a danger, especially us here in Oshikango. That we help them. Customs officers, police officers, all the agencies. We must stop visiting our families after we just help them. This is a serious case, I guess. Okay, ek dink is nou happy birthdays van Maria en
Happy birthday to
happy
you.
birthday Maria. And what are you wearing, Maria? Oh.
Ay, Mukuru. What are you wearing?
I'm just playing, man. Let's get out of here.
Listen, act cheap. Act cheap.
Wow.
Act cheap.
Wow, okay.
But Ranji, what's up for the rest of the day, guys?
Work.
Okay, any interesting stuff that you're doing today?
Work.
Work,
That's it.
work.
And we obviously wait for the announcement.
Assuming it's today.
Yeah.
Assuming it's today, latest tomorrow, I think. But
All
I
right,
think
guys.
everybody is waiting. Everybody is waiting for their own different reason why and when Agaba will speak.
I just want to open a bar. Not the bars to open. I want to open a bar. There's a lot of money in alcohol sales these days.
I agree.
Yes. Business opportunity. All right, guys, we're out of here. Don't forget at 12 o'clock, you can check out Tate Nawanes and Tate Kaufi. On the hour, they are going to be live here between 12 and 1. That one is streaming on Informante Radio's Facebook page. And don't forget to keep coming back to the Informante Facebook page for all your news happening in and around Namibia.
Sharp.
It's none, eh?
Continue.
J'ai parlé sur toi, j'avoue. Je t'ai même mis une main au boule, mais j'étais bourré.